is Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Stadium, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. Team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. Return starts from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So Texas's offense comes on the field first today. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Has the first down and more. They bring it down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build up for the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. If you can keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
Pass complete. It's second down now. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. That play moves the ball across midfield, and he set it for the first down at the 41.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
The receiver makes the catch. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now. The Longhorns line up on first and 10.
The quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Because this has been a fun opening drive to watch by this offensive coordinator, blending everything, mixing in run with pass, a lot of formations. This defense right now.
Touchdown, Longhorns, as they cleanly lead here in this playoff game. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. The coverage team gets him down. Not much gained on that return. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense out there for their first possession. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. The Red Raiders come up to the line in a hurry.
That's a really good run by this offense. And, Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
Breaking free at the 35. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down.
Boy, is this tough to deal with for this defense. Not only do you give up a big gain, but look at this. They're already at the line of scrimmage about to snap the ball again.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
The Red Raiders will line up to kick it away. Finally, the first punt of the game, hoping to pin them back deep. And that punt will just bounce out of bounds, so no return. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. That's caught. It's Willis. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll try the ground game here. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Offense facing a third and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky fourth down decision? The ball is caught, and they'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. We reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Just a really good job up front opening up that hole. And I'll tell you, watching this back more and more, love his vision, love the instincts that he has as a runner, and he has that combination of physicality and speed to be able to pick up first downs like that.
First down, looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Texas. There was no catching him that time. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28. The Red Raiders hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Morton. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Looking to throw it on first down. Quick completion to the tight end.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Well, Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they had one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there. And the Red Raiders have first and 10 here.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. With all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
The short hands, it's Morton. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. QB bootlegs here. Grabbed by the receiver. They make the tackle, but the offense set up with a first down in the red zone. The Red Raiders looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him closer to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas Tech. A much-needed counterpunch delivered. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Receivers are bunched together. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
They test the middle to get stopped. That one goes nowhere. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. 4th down, looking to throw for it. He's got it and go for a first down. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Solid gain in the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. The Longhorns will have to kick it away on a punt now for the first time today. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? On the run here, taking a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And the Red Raiders looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit. And here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
On the move now.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. Handoff running right. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8. So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Play action, looking to throw. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. And the defense comes up with the football.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Let's see what they can create here now to avoid a 3rd and long. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a 1st down to the 42.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
That completion good for a 1st down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Back to throw again. The receiver grabs it.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. It's an out route, the catch made. That's enough to move the sticks and give them a 1st down at the 41. Longhorn starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's caught. Nobody heads out of bounds after a real nice game there.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this 1st half.
Handoff from the shotgun. 1st down, looking for more now. They bring it down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score at the 1st down. The Longhorns are in the red zone. Here's the option play. Pitch to the back. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's running out of time here. Oh, the pass rush gets home. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris, is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time the defensive
catch is made inside the 10. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Chris, they're going to come up a little bit short of the 1st down, but this is a great effort here by the entire offense to give themselves at least a chance, a much better chance of converting here if they decide to go for it on 4th down.
Bit of a gamble here. Offense going for it on 4th down. Gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
I'll tell you what, in this 1st half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
And the PAT is good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Looking for a gap. It's Miranda. The senior able to make the stop after a short game. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a 1st half of football. And talk about a 1st half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
right, Kevin, thank you for the update. The Longhorns will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field. Looking for a fast start here at the beginning of the third quarter. Down by a couple of possessions. Caught behind the line. It's Miranda. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
Takes off in a bootleg. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, grabs it near the sideline. It's a huge gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. A deep shot to the left side. And it's caught inside the 10. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. That huge play sets up a great opportunity. First and goal just outside the 5. They keep him guessing with a run. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The comeback is on. They were backed up to start the drive, then some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they start the drive. The Longhorns offense takes the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's a quick grab.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Tackle, but first down. The offense now operating in empty. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. That completion sets up an important third down play. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. That's big. They convert on third and set him up first down from the 32.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff. working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
They look to throw it here on second down. Makes the grab. It's Willis. They bring him down after a short gain there.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's fourth down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Caught over the middle. It's Cook. Longhorns moving quickly down the field here.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic.
Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where we have a chance. All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. Handoff taken, trying to run it behind the big left tackle. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Second down, we're going to throw it. With the catch, it's Morton. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line to win the hurry-up offense. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Grab behind the line. It's Miranda. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Touchdown, Longhorns. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Off the play fake on first down. The pressure is coming. He's got it in the open. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49. And with one explosive play, they're across midfield. First down at the 49. first down. Looking to throw the football. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. Play fake, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Yeah, Chris, he got hit right as he released the ball. Very fortunate that ball's not picked off. And the bottom line is that they can't give this quarterback more time in the pocket. They have no chance of thinking about trying to come back.
They get the third down conversion. First down now from the 37. And the Red Raiders pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. He finds some space. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Running out of time in the pocket. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Can't connect downfield. Incomplete, and a turnover on downs. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you see your victory.
And it's out of bounds after a decent gain. And completion makes it 2nd and short. From the shotgun, handoff inside. The Longhorns pick up enough yardage for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Leaning on the run game here. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Another great pass by this quarterback. You know, you really got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator and the quarterback today. They protected the ball well, but maintained a calculated level of aggression in keeping this game out of reach from their opponent.
They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Longhorns will line up on 1st and 10. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. The shotgun handoff here. Nowhere to run up the middle. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal. The game is in hand here, but the offense looking to inflict more punishment here in the final seconds. 1st and goal, handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
They get him down, and that's how this game will end.